Hey, how's it going? Electrosol here. Welcome back to another episode of Jak 2. Last episode we found the Tomb of Ma and we started to go through. We went through one of the tests, or one of the chambers, and we're now on the second chamber halfway through. And we were left last time fighting a few spiders in this room, and now there is this big boulder thing which we are going to find out what it is right now. Or maybe not, or maybe it's going to chase us down this massive hallway. Okay, so in this section of the game, we are playing as Daxter, as you can see, because Daxter foolishly pulled that little bit of metal away, and we're now being chased by this massive boulder. And this Daxter section is really fun, but it's kind of hard because of reasons a little bit like that. You can't see where you're running, so you end up running off edges, just like I did a second ago. I hate spiders. I cannot express enough how much I hate spiders. Oh my god, even if they're in video games, I hate spiders. And he caught up with me on this part of the this section of this zone sort of area thing of this game with Daxter. It's really quite hard to run away from the spider because you literally have to go as fast as you possibly can. If you don't, he will catch you. You have to just absolutely run for it. You can't afford to stop even for like a second or a split second. You just can't. I've played through this little part of the zone loads, and you really can't afford to make any mistakes at all, really. I did screw up a little bit on the jumps back then, but I think I'm alright because I didn't screw up too badly. But best thing, these little spiders, don't use your square attack against them, like your kick or your punch attack, sorry, if you're a Jak, like your tail attack on this. Don't use those because that slows you down. If you use the circle spin attack, that works really well, the Daxter still has. This section is actually really quite difficult, and I would have edited out all of my deaths, but it's just the way I die sometimes, it's just quite funny, so I left like all of them in. That time he managed just to catch up with me, so you literally, as I said, you have to run as fast as you can, otherwise you definitely won't make it. Doing a bit better this time round. And keep running to the top, around the edges. If you can't run all the way around I actually missed the cobweb spring there, that's really quite annoying. You can't run all the way around these things, you have to take little shortcuts like cut corners and things, otherwise you won't make it. As you can see what I'm doing now, I'm skipping like an entire section of it. And also, you've got to make sure you jump onto the spring, or the trampoline, sorry, from a decent height, otherwise you just won't bounce on it like I did there and how I died a second ago. So this section's a bit annoying for that, and that time I just didn't even almost make that jump. But basically just cut corners, make sure you're getting from a high enough height when you're jumping on the trampolines, otherwise they won't spring you like I did like just then. I'm alive! I've made it! Although I knew from this point onwards I was doomed. I knew I had no hope. There was no chance I was going to make this. I mean, in all fairness, I nearly do make it here. That's the ending. But I just got caught just before that. But I was lucky to actually be able to get up there. But we've got a good run going now. Just keep running. Didn't spring, but doesn't matter because I've got a lot of time. And this is how far away you should be from the spider. That's a good distance. That's a safe distance. I like that distance. I'm going to be this distance from every spider ever because I hate spiders. Oh my god, and that one's freaking huge. See, that one still landed on top of me, and I was that far away, and I thought I died then, but that's just the ending of the animation. Okay, so that's Daxter section over. We're back with Jak. And I spend a minute or two just observing Jak, because this is literally the only time in all three Jak games, well, Jak 1, Jak 2, Renegade, and Jak 3, that you actually get to see Jak, or play as Jak, sorry, without Daxter on your shoulder. So I was looking at how his animations are different. The way he stands with the gun looks weird, because his shoulder armour looks really out of place, because there's usually an orange Otzel standing there. Spin attack looks very weird, because I don't know, it just looks unbalanced, because Daxter's usually spinning around on top. Instead you just got 1 foot now. It's really kind of odd, but I do like the feeling of playing as Jak. I wish, like, at the end of the game you'd unlock a secret, or when you collect as many enough Precursor orbs, you could unlock a secret to play as just Jak. I think that would be really quite awesome. And there, I really couldn't see the pole. I struggled. The camera was a bit of an odd angle, but I wish you could play as Jak only. Playing as Daxter only would also be really fun, but it would be difficult to roam the city in that. So there's a close-up look of Jak without Daxter on his shoulder. It's weird, but it's pretty cool. it's surprising how different it feels. Really, it's like playing as Ratchet without Clank on your back, but except you actually do that a few times, I think. But, I don't know. Yeah, because in Ratchet and Clank, I understand why they wouldn't give you the option to take Clank off your back, because Clank is actually quite a big part of the game, controls-wise. Like, you get the hover ability and all that sort of stuff. However, Ratchet, oh no, sorry, not Ratchet, Daxter doesn't actually do much, if we're being completely honest. He just kind of sits on your shoulder and just makes fun of you, yeah. I wish there was an option. Not that I don't want Daxter on my shoulder, but it'd just be nice to be able to have the option, because I like the option for these things. I like little secrets and cheats, well, not cheats, but like secrets and little things you could do if you wanted to, sort of thing. But yeah, we've done, both switches are open, the big door is open, and look at Daxter! He's so adorable! Aww. Anyway, back to the game.
Daxter, there you are. What happened to you?
I had a harrowing experience, no thanks to you.
Welcome, young warrior. Many eons have passed since our hope burned so brightly. Today you have proven yourself worthy to receive Ma's legacy.
He's talking about me! Thanks, your holy statueness. This tune wasn't so tough.
What you are about to receive contains grave power, and with it comes grave responsibility. Eons ago, the Precursors waged a terrible war with the Horrorquan, those dark creatures you refer to as Metalheads. Driven by their dark leader, the Metalhead Legions destroyed our great civilization, and now they swarm the universe unopposed, looking for the last relics of our power. Ma tried to hide the Precursor stone in this tomb to protect it from them. It is our last hope, and you were chosen to keep that hope alive.
I think you got me confused with someone else. I just want the stone.
It is time to fulfill your destiny. Behold.
Wow! Let's get the goods.
Fools! You brought me right to the stone. Your pitiful underground friends were no match for my guards above. Now I will gain the power I need to crush my enemies. And after claiming the stone, I'll begin with you.
Abomination. The Precursor stone was not meant for you.
Okay, we're at the next boss fight of the game. It is again the Baron, but this one's actually kind of harder, I think. I find this boss fight pretty hard, even though the one at the palace was actually, I don't know, I found that difficult when I was LPing it, but before, when I played it, I had never, like, seen it as a threat. I'd never struggled with it at all, but I actually died a few times on this boss when I was playing through it, like, in this session. But, for example, but I cut to this one, which is the one I actually don't die, for reasons we'll see soon. Basically, it has 3 waves, like most boss fights. Oh no, all boss fights, in fact, in this game. On the bottom right, you can see his health. The bar on the right is, like, his first batch of health. And when you take out that green bar, the rest of it will turn yellow, and he'll go to wave 2, or phase 2. As you see when I hit him with these bombs that he's throwing at me, that goes down. You hit him with 4 of them, and it will take out an entire rectangle of health. And I can't make it to that one. I'm just going to speed this bit up again, because this is just the same wave as you just saw, because I missed a bomb. So here's the bomb. There you go, that's what you're supposed to get 4 off on the first like wave of these bombs that he throws at you. So yeah, we're now on to phase 2, where he changes his tactics slightly after you. I think he sends out those robots again. Yeah, he does. You cannot melee these robots if you haven't guessed already. But then he shoots these pillars at you like along, so you have to hide behind the pillars as you're taking these robots out. Otherwise he will deal damage to you. And then he goes back to the same tactic of throwing these bombs at you again, I believe. Yep. So same old again. Whack the bombs. Bombs. No, not bombs. Bombs back at him. Just take out his health. Make sure you get an accurate aim. Just because you've kicked the bomb and hit it doesn't mean it's going to go flying towards him. But he takes out the Precursor zone in this final wave, and he does this bitch of a move where it destroys the platform. So what I'm going to do, go dark, and dark bomb him, because that takes out an entire health bar.
Nice try, but the stone is still mine. Don't worry, I will use the stone to its full potential. Soon all who oppose me will be destroyed by its power.
Why did the Precursor open the door? God dang it, there is no reason for the Precursor to have opened the door. If that door was shut still, Jack would, like, he could have taken care of the Baron and got the Precursor Stone back. But no, the big Oracle Precursor statue dude thought, oh, okay, well, you lost the fight, but I have sympathy, so here, feel free to leave, Baron, and that annoys me. There is literally no reason. Unless there is and I missed something, if so, I'm sorry, and point it out in the comments, but I have no idea why the door was open. There's literally no reason for it to be open. But, so yeah, that is Mars Tomb, probably one of the best, or most varied, I suppose, levels in the game. It's very different to the rest of them. The rest of the levels you go through is very unique. And it was good, it's fun, it's just long, hence why I had to split it into 2 episodes, but that's fine. But yeah, that's all the time we've got for this episode, so thanks for watching. There's one more thing I want to point out actually, while I casually walk over here. Turn around. There we go. There is a yellow Crimson Guard. Okay, so after you've beat the Mars Tomb, the yellow Crimson Guards come out and they spawn and they're tougher basically, and we'll go over that next time. But until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Goodbye.